Welcome to this week's Your Stock Request for the 20th of August. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Navigator Global, AGL, Platinum Asset Management, Monolith and Sandfire Resources. So if you have a request, send it through to us. Make sure you've signed up to our newsletter. If you enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on Facebook or Google. If you need further help with your investing, please let us know. Our core business is in portfolio management. And remember, any advice is general only. So Navigator Global, as we could see over the last couple of years, it's been in a downtrend. If we zoom into the daily chart, we could see that this move last week is obviously a good start to try to get the share price going. Volume was good. It just hasn't followed through. So we could see after that big day up, it's been easing back over the last few days. So I think if we assume that there's support around this level, I wouldn't really want to see it head any lower. It needs to start to turn around and get on with it. I think if it starts to drift back here, then I think this was obviously, not good enough for the share price to rally again, and it may well resume the downtrend. Okay, AGL. So this one had a move last week, which obviously wasn't very good for the share price. We could see that it had been drifting anyway over the last few months. So big move down on volume. Now it seems to have found support at the March low, so it hasn't fallen further. But we could see that price action in the last few days has been pretty poor anyway. So I don't think this one's going up anytime soon. I think at best you'll see it drift sideways, maybe use a bit more time. But I think there's also a high risk that it breaks under these levels and just lets go and continues to fall. Okay, with Platinum, it's generally traded in line with the market since March, so it's recovered, peaked in June, and like the market, gone sideways. However, we can see over the last sort of several days, it's started to lag. So where the market now is pushing up here, Platinum's done the opposite. So it looks like we've got this sort of this tightening range, and it's potentially breaking underneath. So, it really needs to turn around right here and get above this resistance line to look good. Otherwise, I think the risk is to the downside. I think at the moment there's more chance this will continue to slide away. Okay, Monolith. So the recent move there a couple of days ago was obviously pretty bullish. So it gapped up, closed near its high. Volume was good. We can see that it had found support at the March low, and I think with the move in the last couple of days, there's a good chance that that we've got a low in place for Monolith. So, price action here is telling me it will recover. I think it'll potentially move pretty quickly here, and I think the first resistance level will be this peak in June. So I think the high in June is what it's going to retest in the short term, and then we'll just take it from there. Okay, and with Sandfire, so I had that fall at the end of July, bounced pretty well in early August, and then obviously it hasn't just continued to follow through, it has fallen back, but we could see that this easing back looks pretty corrective. So basically we had off the lows, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4-day rally, and then since then it's used up twice as much time to only recover half that distance. So in other words, this doesn't look too bad in my opinion. It'll probably just continue to drift here, just worth keeping an eye on. I think what it'll do is at some point, whether it's today or in a number of days closer to this low, we'll put in a big sort of reversal and that's your buy signal. But you need to wait for that just in case it does end up just failing and continue falling. But I think the odds are that this thing's getting ready to make another move. All right, well, that's all for today. If you have your request, send it through. I'll try to include your stock for you in next week's video.